He was unconscious when the plane landed.
He was unconscious when it landed.
That's incredible. And his wound had started to heal.
3 days after he was shot.
That's very strange. That's something that would be beyond my comprehension, but I think he was being watched out for.
And then his IQ took a dramatic rise.
Yes, from a 162 or 160 something to a 232, his IQ had risen. Absolutely amazing. He was also very telepathic too. I was reading on Dr. Boylan's writings about
somebody
him too.
you would think the dark side, and that's what I call these people, I guess.
Yes.
If you want to oversimplify it, but you would think they would want to keep somebody like Colonel Steve Wilson in their corner. But what the modus operandi of this group is, just like with what Orion was doing, his 18th hit right before he came to Wendelle Stevens and made his information public, gave his information to Wendelle Stevens, was that he had performed an assassination on another secret special agent for the government over in Budapest, Hungary. So what they do is they use people until they know too much, or they could spill the beans, as you like to say,
then terminate them.
and then they terminate them.
Yeah. Colonel Wilson also reported of a group called the Military Agency for Joint Intelligence, or MAGI, and he claimed that the highest level of this group is level 33, which included Henry Kissinger and Edward Teller.
Right.
They are both in
Henry
the executive
Kissinger
board.
is a big player in all of this and very involved in mind control experiments.
Yes, MK Ultra and all those other. And level 32 is what they call MJ-12, Majestic 12, or Magic 12. And there were 36 members, including Kissinger and Teller, in this group in 1994. Level 31 is someone like Ben Rich of Lockheed Skunk Works. And Colonel Wilson also reportedly said that the Lockheed X-22A disc was based originally on an ET disc, and that what he said was space warfare with military astronauts are already a reality.
We got to give Dr. Richard Boylan credit, because he brought a lot of this information out, and there's a very good lecture that he gave that's available through the ufocongress.com website where Richard Boylan gives testimony about Colonel Steve Wilson, and that's also a must-view in my opinion.
Well, that sounds good there. And then before his death, and at the urging of Dr. Boylan, Colonel Wilson created what they call a Star Wars city chart, which is the blueprint of the shadow government financed by the Rockefellers, according to the late Colonel Wilson. And according to Dr. Boylan, Colonel Wilson had also claimed that Bobby Ray Inman, CIA Naval Intelligence Admiral, U.S. Navy, had control over the company called Decision Science Applications Incorporated, and that this DSA Incorporated is a group made up of all the heads of the military hardware manufacturing in the black area. And there was a gentleman named, did you want to?
I really got to jump in here, Kyle, because I want to say that one of the photos that Conor Ryan showed to Jim Delatoso up in Phoenix was a picture of Bobby Ray Inman and Cheney together within S4. So those two have been very central in the control of this facility and been very big players. And we got to go back and talk about Cheney here, because
we have 5 minutes to closing roll.
We must talk about Cheney before we finish.
Oh yes, this is what the whole subject is. On March 16th, the 2009 Democratic Congressman Dennis Kucinich called on the House Oversight Chairman for an investigation and formal congressional probe into the claims made by investigative reporter Seymour Hersh that Dick Cheney was running, quote, an executive assassination ring from the vice presidential office. Whatever became of that investigation?
Well,
Speaking of,
I think it's stalled. I haven't heard any progress on that at all. But I think it's a very germane investigation that's going to lead to opening up a huge can of worms that the government really doesn't want to get out, because it's going to expose so much in so many different areas, and just really wreak havoc on our economy, on the way the American citizens think about their government. So it's a real big can of worms that they want to keep covered up. But as far as Cheney goes, what did Conor O'Ryan say in testimony to you on that videotape? What was one of the key people he saw within the S4 facility on level 2?
He said he saw him standing there wearing a white coat with another man wearing a white coat with their hands in their pockets, looking at one of the discs in Bay 7.
So he actually identified Cheney, who was Secretary of Defense at that time in 1991, as being within the S4 facility on level 2 and doing an inspection throughout the S4 facility there. So he actually, that was the one person who he did recognize. He saw two others who he thought he had seen pictures of before, but he wasn't able to identify them, but he did identify Cheney.
Well, you know, when
So
Seymour,
Cheney is there in S4, and Conor Ryan says he's an assassin working out of S4. 18 years later, you got Seymour Hersh saying that Cheney was running an assassination ring out of the White House. So you have 18 years apart, two different allegations. Seymour Hersh, very credible reporter.
And right when other people were wrong. We've got 2 minutes to
Dennis
the closing roll.
Kucinich, who felt Seymour Hersh's allegations were so important, a two-time presidential candidate, that he brought it up to the House Oversight Chairman
Yes.
and wanted to initiate an investigation.
What
So
a beautiful way to conceal government assassins.
Boy, there you go.
you hide
know,
them in a
we-
place like S4 where
Yeah,
no one can
there,
get
Forever.
there you go. You know, we need to have a second show on this, but I wanted to give the contact information for you really quick, Rick, if we can. Your website is ufohypothesis.com. There it is on
That's
the screen.
the plural, yeah.
Yes, hypothesis, not hypothesis, hypotheses.com.
There you go.
His email address is rick@ufohypotheses.com. For Cosmic Chronicles information, you can contact us through our email address, cosmicmesa@azaliens.com.
And I'd like to at this point bring up Kathy Star Eagle and Tom Morello's book Mesa.
Mesa.
And you got a chance to read their
I
book,
read
didn't
it.
you?
It's well written.
And
They're authors, but it's very well written, and it's a most remarkable story about how events are brought together by synchronicity, so they work out for a major objective.
About too.
Yes.
I think some major synchronicity happened to allow this program to actually occur today.
And I have to make a quick announcement. This is going, as of this show, this is going to be my last show for a little while. I'm due to personal obligations and the financial situation and everything. I need to take a several-month hiatus from the show, or I was going to put in for a retirement from the show. But if Tom and Kathy want to retain me, that would be awesome. I'd love to
They
be at the
should.
show. It's been wonderful. I'm working on a book of my own right now about my advertising dolls, and I'm going to focus on that and take care of my family life. And also,
Good luck on that, Kyle.
Adrienne Lane is the young lady that you're going to be hearing singing. My Heart Will Go On. Young lady, local lady. She's from Mesa. Very beautiful young woman there. Got a beautiful voice. You can contact me, Kyle, at behindtheparanormal.com if you're interested in any more of her music. This is My Heart Will Go On from the film Titanic, sung by Adrienne Lane.
Wendell, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being so brave for all of us and enduring so much hardship for all of us to bring this information out.
Thank you.
I respect you so much.
Thank you, sir. Me too.
We need to have you on another show.
you,
Thank you, Wendell. Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much. You guys did great. We covered most of the information.